Hey guys, Justin here. Now, there is one thing which is probably the most controversial part about Enlisted. Well, one of the most controversial things. Premium squads. Basically, I'm just going to be looking at them and more or less... Because now, I've made a shitload of videos on premium squads saying that they're not worth it. But this time, I'm still saying they're not worth it. Okay? I'm still not saying they're worth it. However, I'm actually going to look at these kind of more of an objective standpoint and say why people might buy them. Now, I found out that there's probably just 5 categories. One is collectors who just want to buy everything and have everything. B is people who are actually misled and believe these are the most overpowered stuff in the game. Spoilers, they're not. 3 is people who want something unique. 4 people who want to level up quick, which are probably the only justifiable reason. And 5 is people who just want to buy these for their unique camos and stuff like this. So kind of like collectors, but for a different reason. Now, the first thing is people who are misled by these. These are mostly people who, see these stuff like the Pandareth squad, the Jumbo squad, here, the Firefly maybe, the Calliope, the Cult Monitor, and basically any premium squad which has a really powerful weapon attached to it. This PPD squad here, the AS-44, the PPD 40 with the bayonet squad here, the Panther A squad, the STG here, maybe the Diggerat 3, but maybe the Project 3. But Stalingrad as well has some with the new ones with the Suomi KP 31 and stuff like that. Tunisia doesn't really have this, but maybe you might find people who will buy the what the fuck, this Beretta squad or something like that. But you have people who buy these because of they believe that they're the most overpowered things in the game, and I'm just gonna have to tell you they are not. When I'm playing Berlin, I've played Berlin a few times, and I've played in customs a few times. I have seen countless, and I mean countless, STG 45 squads, and I have beaten them with free gear. I have not used gold orders, other premiums, or even stuff like the worst thing I've had against them, the best thing I've had against them is a PPD 40, which I admit the PPD 40 is still a 10 out of 10 SMG, but they're not. It doesn't make them insanely powerful. I mean, you do have some. There are powerful squads. They are a power. They are powerful in their own regard, but they're not the most overpowered squad. Especially when you compare it to some of the equipment that the others that they get. Like you get stuff like the MP43 and the which is an assault rifle essentially, which is essentially the same thing. You also get stuff like the FA and the PPSH and other weapons which are essentially the same, are essentially better, if not the same thing, as the premium squads. The second reason I said was people who would buy them for collector items, and that's just mostly just because they're just 100%ers, really. They just want to buy everything. They want everything in the game, so, I know people who essentially are just 100% the game just because, they want everything and they'll feel left out if they don't have everything. The third reason is people who actively buy it for, the appearance. And this is mostly common with the more recent ones, which is stuff like the AS-44 and especially stuff like there's the Marine ones in Stalingrad. There's another one in... Yeah, I think it's the original one was obviously the BAR squad for the Axis, which had a unique camo, and obviously the STG 45 squad. But the problem with this is that they don't really give unique camos. The camos are fine and all, but they don't give unique gameplay, which I think kind of limits them. But yeah, I can't really see the the next one is people who think that they have to be, like, I think I've said it, it's people who think they have to be aggressive, but also people who buy them just to progress. Now, the reason they're in the game is progression, okay? There's no denying that. They're in the game just to help people progress quickly. Now, I can understand if it's in sale and you can buy it for like a 2 pence. You get 2 pence and you get the premium squad. I can understand that. You know, that's probably that's probably fair, but most of the time I wouldn't recommend buying premium squads unless they are either completely free or, or next to free. Because they don't really give too much of an advantage, and they don't give too much of a they give more of a disadvantage than anything. Like, look at let's compare in Normandy, right? Let's compare in Normandy. Let's use the MP18 squad, which is one of the cheapest premium squads in the game. You get 4 MP18s, which aren't too bad SMGs, but they're not the best. Right? Let's say you look in the campaign tree. You get the MP34, which is essentially the equivalent. You get the MP40, which is better. These two, which are more specialised weapons, but, you can probably say hit or miss. MP35 is much better. ZH3H3, probably about the same. And then you have these two weapons, which the less said the better, because they're overpowered. Well, the MP43 is almost overpowered, and the Beretta is a very powerful SMG. But yeah, you have stuff like that. And I think that's the thing, is that they're good for, if you're in the early game and you want a quick level, and you want to quickly level up, say you want to quickly get the Panzerschreck, you want to quickly get the MP43, but the problem is, I find, is that premium is just a better deal. Like, premium, you use it in all campaigns, and I mean, for the same price as the MP43, just maybe, if you're buying the bundle, like, you're buying, 100, you're buying 1,000 gold, you can get 30 days of premium. And I think that's much better for, then, say, something like, buying a Stug. Or for the price of the Stug, you can buy a full year and then some of premium. Which I would recommend more than buying the Stug. I mean, yeah, that's all I have to say, really. There's not really much. I know there was another option I said, but it was drip, unique weapons, which I've already covered. People wanting 100%, and just people who think it's necessary, which it's not. The only real premium squad I think which kind of borders on overpowered is the Jumbo here. That's the only squad you can safely say, this one's kind of OP. But the problem is that premium Jumbos nowadays, when it came out, it was more overpowered than it has definitely aged worse. The worst out of all of the OP, and I say that with an air quote, premiums. Because with this one, the Jumbo it gets beaten. Like, the Jumbo gets beaten by base game Axis unlocks really easily. Like, you can beat this thing frontally with a Panzerfaust, you can beat this thing with a Sturm pistol, if you know where to aim. The Tiger is, no competition here. The Tiger thrashes it. The Panther beats it. And even the Panzer IV can beat a Jumbo in close range. I think another one you might say is the Panzer IV E squad, which has the drum, which has the heat round and the MG bundle. And maybe the Grant squad, but I don't really see Grants too often, so I can't really tell. The Lewis squads and the MG13 squad, there's some justification to that one because those are actually really powerful weapons. But even then, I rarely come across a Lewis and a MG13 squad. I do come across them every now and again, but you don't really see them too often. The Panzer IV is probably in Moscow the only overpowered one, but even then it's not too powerful. Anyways, I'm going to end the video here. I hope you guys have enjoyed. Leave your thoughts in the comments. Leave what you guys think about the game in the comment. What you guys think about these premiums in the comments. Do you think they're overpowered? Do you think they're underpowered. Like, I personally think they're wastes of money because you can just, what's the point? And I'll see you guys in the next video.